Welcome back, everyone, to Everything Real Estate Podcast. Today, we'll be talking about the real estate industry's role and responsibility during inflationary times, the housing crisis, and the rapid growing home prices that will continue to rise. Let's start. Now, if you're in the real estate industry, listen up. A realtor or a licensed real estate agent is responsible for using their qualifications and market knowledge to help clients purchase or sell commercial and residential properties. Their duties include researching available listings that align with their clients' criteria, scheduling showing times to give clients tours of available properties, and overseeing negotiation between their clients and a buyer or a seller. Now, the information in this episode is based on what we can offer that others may or may not be able to offer. During inflation, if you're planning to buy, it is important you buy in a great location, which opens opportunities such as the ability for rental. I want to clear something up really quick. Though we do see inflation happening, it does affect you, but not really. Inflation is more like a theory. Why? Because if you structure yourself correctly from the beginning, there's really no negative effect. It's like fear. You have it until you don't. Remember when you first rode a bike? At first you needed training wheels and someone holding you. Then you gained enough confidence and you rode around the neighborhood excited of endless possibilities and destinations. Same goes for real estate. Once you understand how it works, you can remove those training wheels and discover those endless possibilities. You'll wish you ran into this information sooner. That's all I'm going to say about inflation. Check out my episode on inflation for more details. Realtors can help their clients find the best fit based on their clients' wants and needs. For example, a client wants a smaller home, their children are grown and out of the house. They have a 4-bed, 3-bath with 2,600 square feet, and they're looking for a 2-bed, 1.5-bath, 1,300 square feet. So depending on the condition of their current home, we could either sell as is, which really depends on the client's goals, but it could be done. Or we can do the renovations through our no upfront cost program that allows you to pay at closing. Not only convenient, but it can increase your home's value greatly, giving you a more desirable profit. And with the 121 exclusion, you'll be able to exclude those capital gains up to $500,000 for married couples filing jointly. You can check out my episode on 121 exclusion for more details. Now, for their new home, we could go out and get a home for $300,000, or we could look for a home that is in a great location for $150,000 that needs some work. Yes, there are still plenty out there if you know how to look. We then renovate that home through the same no upfront cost program. Again, super convenient and adds great value to the property, giving you the best deal, tremendous savings, and a home you actually love without breaking the bank. Here's another example. Let's say you have lower than average credit. We could improve that score at no cost to you if you are determined to be a homeowner. We work with the best partners that take care of the cost so you can truly succeed on your journey. After improvements and pre-approval, we can start looking for the right home. Now, again, based on your wants and needs, we can acquire a home at the approval amount, but remember, you don't necessarily need to. We could find a great home in a great location and take advantage of the savings to do more. This also goes for first-time buyers. There's not enough guidance provided. We came in contact with many individuals who have buyer's remorse, who say since it was their first time, they weren't really sure what they were doing. So to prevent that as much as possible, before you start, think about what is in your best interest. Do you really need that swimming pool? Do you really need 2 extra rooms? Not necessarily if you can afford it, because of course you can, but what does your future look like? After that, you can contact us. We'll set up a consultation where you can express those interests and we'll make it possible. Something really important many buyers don't know is that the realtor commission is paid by the seller. So to you, the buyer, it's free. Now, touching quickly on negotiations, we will always find the best deal that benefits all parties, having your end results in mind, making it easier to make concessions, credits, or price improvements plausible if needed. Whether you're buying or selling, everything is negotiable. So having excellent negotiation skills with clients and other realtors is important to reach agreeable sales terms. A high-quality realtor should be able to deal with all parties while protecting their client's interests. Let's get into marketing. By developing a marketing plan for your client that's designed to attract and address the needs of potential buyers, it really sets your home apart from the others. So if you're selling your home, you know marketing is crucial. By implementing a strong and well-structured plan, selling your house will be a piece of cake, even in this economy. You may find that hard to believe, but it's true. There's always someone looking to buy your home. It just hasn't been presented to them yet. That's where a great realtor brings in more value. By presenting your home to past clients or by working with investors, that doesn't just display your home to a broader audience. It also gives them the opportunity they didn't know they had, which brings me to my next point, cash offers. Cash offers can be a great way to sell your home. We work with multiple credible investors and cash buyers ready to purchase your home with fast closing without having to do any repairs or marketing. Cash cash offer is great for anyone looking to have a quick sale and closing. Now diving into a more juicy topic, housing crisis. Housing is a basic human need, but a lack of affordable housing to buy or rent is fueling a global housing crisis. By 2025, 1.6 billion people are expected to be affected by the global housing shortage. According to the World Bank, the United States alone is said to be short of 1.5 million homes. The country has less housing for sale or rent than at any time in the past 30 years. A shortage of land, lending, labor, and materials since the financial crisis in 2008 are the main causes of the U.S. housing shortage. This has driven up costs and cut the profit margins builders can make. They have less incentive to build more homes, especially lower priced housing with lower margins. COVID is considered to have made the housing crisis worse. As buyers and renters looked for more space during lockdowns, the historically low rates, which made it cheap to borrow money, has fueled this phenomenon. House prices globally have risen at their fastest rate as demand has outstripped supply. Rising housing costs means people have less money to spend on other essentials. Unaffordable housing also fuels homelessness. Millions of people globally don't have a home, and a quarter live in conditions that are harmful to their health, safety, and prosperity. When housing costs climb, it also pushes up inflation, the price of goods and services, and depresses economic growth. Lack of affordable housing forces low-income workers to live further away from their jobs, requiring long and costly commutes and reducing productivity. Now, how is the government tackling the housing crisis? In the U.S., the government is pledging to close America's housing supply shortage in 5 years. Its plans include incentives to relax state and local land use laws and regulations that limit housing density. Other plans include introducing new ways to finance house building. An upside to combat housing crisis is by converting. There are privately funded real estate redevelopment companies that specialize in adapted reuse, which is converting distressed properties such as decommissioned hotels and vacant or abandoned office buildings into affordable workforce housing, generating supply to counterbalance the overwhelming demand for residential housing by middle-class Americans. What is workforce housing? It's described to target individuals in the bracket of 60 to 120% of the area's median income, as opposed to the more familiar low-income housing, which caters to those in the lower 50% of the area's median income. Engaging in affordable housing results in a much faster completion time when compared to the miles of red tape that accompanies traditional affordable housing, which typically involves heavy government regulation and marketability restrictions, attributing success to the fact that it is geographically agnostic, meaning these companies do not focus just on one market, but takes into account current national trends in both the commercial and residential sectors, and goes where the need for workforce housing is most prevalent, with the individual fiefdoms, city or county-specific government agencies over rezoning efforts, as well as ubiquitous NIMBYism, essentially reoccurring not in my backyard arguments from neighboring residents who fail to see the bigger picture and the benefits of rezoning commercial properties to allow for a greater supply of housing opportunities. Political intervention is a needed catalyst to shift existing resistance so localities and their residents can start to realize that commercial properties conversions can benefit all parties involved, the localities, its residents, and its tax base, as opposed to allowing a vacant property to just keep collecting cobwebs while failing to keep pace with rising housing demand. So this seems to be one underlined by a pragmatic view of much needed change in the real estate market, but recognizing that a few attributes from each camp may be the roadmap needed to incentivize politicians and in turn more developers to convert distressed commercial properties into more practical use for the cities and neighborhoods in which they are situated. Though there is other ways around this by being set up with the correct structure from the beginning, most people feel like it's too much work, even if their future could look brighter and could have much benefit. Now, for rising home prices, the quick and easy answer is while there is a demand and a short supply, prices will continue to rise. As mentioned earlier, there is always someone looking to buy. Inflation and economic struggle is only that when you can't see opportunity. Being aware can open doors to countless possibilities for everyone. So, if you found value in this information, subscribe and visit the Everything Real Estate website. Link is in the show notes. Or if you need any real estate assistance in the state of Florida, my name is Miguel Rojo with Keller Williams Classic Group. It's easy to get in touch and let me contribute to your success. And as always, thank you for making this a part of your day.